Hello, I'm Keenan Duffy, your Dean of Fashion. Today, we are going to be discussing the one and only Thierry Mugler, amazing designer. And he passed away just over a year ago in 2022. He launched his fashion line in the 70s, and it was known for avant-garde, architectural, hyper-feminine, and a theatrical approach to haute couture. And he was one of the first designers to champion diversity in his runway shows, which tackled racism, ageism, and incorporated non-traditional models such as drag queens, porn stars, and transgender women. In 2002, he retired from the brand and returned in 2013 as creative director because, frankly, who could replace Thierry Mugler? They tried to over the years, but he was the visionary behind so many amazing things. At the beginning of his career, he designed signature looks for Michael Jackson, Madonna, Grace Jones, the great Grace Jones, of course, Duran Duran, David Bowie. All roads lead to David Bowie. In 1992, he directed and designed outfits for George Michael's Too Funky video. And also that year, he launched the perfume Angel, which became one of the best-selling perfumes of the 20th century. And probably that's why all of you know Mugler, because of his amazing perfume collection, which currently I think generates a revenue of something like, I don't know, 800 million euros. It's phenomenal. And one of the things that really drives that, I think, is the iconic packaging design and bottle design, of which, Mugler was really the creative director behind all of that stuff. When he started, he used to work quite closely with a photographer, Helmut Newton, and he was so picky and persnickety that eventually Helmut Newton said to him, look, why don't you start taking your own photos? And so he did. And look at that. How fantastic is that? So after that point, Thierry started directing, and look, here she is, Iman. He was one of the triumvirates of French fashion designers of the 70s and 80s, which for me, includes Jean Paul Gaultier and also Claude Montana, whatever you want to call it. So, but someone who is in the cloud, unfortunately, who I guess is not part of the triumvirate because that makes 4 of them now, but Azzedine Alaia, another amazing visionary based out of Paris. And these people really created visionary shows. Today you see, designers like, God rest his soul, or whoever rest his soul, whatever you believe in, Virgil Abloh. People are very enthusiastic about Virgil Abloh shows. They were nothing, not even close compared to the kind of shows that Mugler staged. I once went to a Thierry Mugler fashion show at Salle Zenith in Paris, and he had models coming on stage with winged horses, real horses, not real wings, but real horses. Amazing, mind-blowing. Who does that anymore? Yeah, there are very opulent shows today, but they're always so tasteful. You see a Dior show and it's the production value is incredible. But Mugler, Gaultier, Claude Montana, they weren't afraid to go for it. They weren't afraid to be a bit trashy, actually. And that's what's interesting about fashion, is when it gets a bit trashy, when it gets a bit, as you can see, I'm sporting a bit of trash myself today, of my own design. It needs to be out there, out and proud. And so, all you kids out there that are fashion students, don't play it so safe. Go and look at Thierry Mugler. Go to that exhibit if you can. And if you can't, get a few books, go and leaf through the books in your library. I would prefer it if you actually get physical books and look at them, because there's nothing more tangible than an actual photograph in an actual book. Yeah, you can look online, go and look online as well, for sure. But, get a book and study it very closely. Study his work. Manfred, Thierry Mugler, the man, the vision, the legend.